Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to beautiful downtown Halifax, the Halifax Curling Club, and draw number 10 of the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic, presented by Steel Subaru and Neon Train. With our partner sponsors, the Curling Store, Crombie Wright, Scotia Square, the Murphy Hospitality Group, PEI Brewing Company, and supporting sponsors, Stanhope Simpson Insurance and Stu Sells Realty. My name is Mike Nichols, and I'll be with you this afternoon for the next couple hours. We've got a great Pool A game between two non-Nova Scotian teams. We've got from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland, Team Greg Smith. And they'll be throwing the Redstones against a team from Ontario from Sam Mooibroek from the Whitby Curling Club. Draw to the button done just before we went to air was won by Team Mooibroek. So they will have the hammer and be playing the Yellow Stones. Throwing first for the team from the Rock is Carter Small.
Oh, you know it's not. It's the first end. Maybe next one. Play.
So the St. John's team is currently 1-1.
I suggested they weren't fourth though.
Line's
good.
Line's tight.
Full 4. I think you can go a hair. It's crossing a lot. Yeah, you got to go. 14-9. Lead full 8. Okay, good.
So we're getting a similar pattern that we've seen this year. First rock of the first end into the rings. Throwing for Team Mooibroek. Their lead, Nathan Steele.
Hair happy.
Mooibroek is kind of on a roll here. They're 2-0 in their pool play, and they've been outscoring their opponents massively. About 14-6 overall.
Attaboy.
Oh, 9.
Go here now.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Lead.
Whoa. Whoa.
Lead.
Whoa. Any roll, any roll, any roll, any roll. It's fine.
We'll have draws this afternoon at 4:30, one tonight, and then 4 tomorrow, including the men's and women's quarterfinals tomorrow evening at 8:15. If you're in the Halifax area, by all means, come down and visit. Admission is free. Beverages are cold and the hospitality is always warm. Come see some great curling. There'll be entertainment and special events all weekend.
He goes again either way. I think you're going to. Yes. Well, we knew that.
Team Smith making the most of the situation. Throw up a center guard.
Be methodical here. You got it.
That's Zach Young,
Are we in?
who's an account manager with
Are we in the
Hayorka.
ring? And go. Yeah, get
Folks
behind
haven't been
T.
following
Get
us since
behind T.
Wednesday. There is a ton of curl.
Gotta go.
The players are really enjoying it.
At least then the roll is hard to be shot.
A little deeper than expected. Throwing second from the Whitby Curling Club team is Zach Young. Sorry, I spoke there. Scott Mitchell. Couldn't have Zach playing for both teams. And Scott's a plumber with W. Mitchell & Sons. Looping one around the corner. And again, not only is there a good curl, but there's a ton of late finish. So I'm just behind this sheet, and that is just about completely undercover, as you can kind of see on the left of your screen.
Let's go, Zach. You got it. Send down.
Curl!
Well, that's a little bit in out on release.
You got it.
Trying to get it to bend to get any piece of that.
Keep going. Okay. 10-8. Just was way
Made the hit,
over.
but won't be able to hold the shooter. Give Scott Mitchell another chance to get behind the corner.
And you're just a little wide.
The Mooibroek team has been pretty successful with hammer efficiency over the week, converting around 60%. This one is moving early. Giving Greg Smith the
Chris, I think a 14-5.
centerline guard he was kind of looking for.
You got it. Yeah. Good, like 15 here, Chris. Looks like a big ad.
It's the first rocks for the third from Team Smith. That's Craig
Off the
Ford
line.
throwing.
Copy.
Where?
T.
Got a curl.
T-line. Top four.
Just gotta go the whole way.
Top four.
Gotta go.
Trying to bend this guy.
Keep going a little more. Behind T. It's way too much ice.
Greg taking responsibility for that one. As a thrower, you certainly like to hear that early.
Oh, yeah, you were wide. The rock was when you I thought that would. Yeah, I thought that would grind a little bit better.
It's Ryan Weeb throwing third for Team Mooibroek. Ryan's a student at the University of Manitoba. Taking some time off from classes to join us here for the week. Making the hit on the nose.
You're probably still gonna jam, but it's the call. He's gonna still come around though. And you're right, yours in. Do you want to throw probably like that?
You just roll open.
So the conversation here is
And 5.
trying to make the yellow hit and roll. To make it with a normal weight, they're probably going to ram this yellow straight back
Go
on the
here,
red
8,
one.
10, 5.
And their wonder was, can we use a little bit more weight to run it straighter back and a shorter roll?
11.
Looks like they've gone kind of the opposite way. A little bit less weight.
Whoa! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Okay.
Smith lies 3.
Should have gone on every stayed on us.
Mooibroek still making use of that corner guard, not too worried about those fringy 8-foot rocks.
Hair less weight! Hair less!
It's a treat to be able to hear the player mics, and you
Let's
can hear what I'm hearing. That rock is curling. So we're going to roll.
Great shot.
And sticks around to be shot. And that is deep undercover.
What? I said less the whole way, yeah.
Cut under the run.
We're down to skip rocks here at the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic, coming to you from the Halifax Curling Club. At 948 South Bland Street, just off Inglis if you're in town. By all means, come down and have a look at some of the games.
Yeah.
It's fantastic viewing upstairs.
No, I don't either.
Running the tight one into it and then rolling over. I don't think
Should be close. Even
And
if you
we've
tuck,
got a pool
even
A
if you
game
tuck
here
half, it's still
between
okay.
Sam Mooibroek from Whitby Curling Club in Whitby, Ontario, and Greg Smith from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland.
Okay, I'm thinking full 4, maybe half in the 4, around that. What
Where
do
do
you?
we need to be shot?
Full 8 by 3 inches, I'd say. Am I throwing a 14-8?
Yeah, 14, 15.
Yeah.
15 to the top 8.
Okay.
You got it, Greg? Let's go.
Yeah, let's make it.
A little bit of confirmation from the front end.
Have a look. I added a loss. Have a look.
Top 8. Top 8.
Have a look. Line's perfect.
Full 8. Right in the 4.
Hard line.
Right in the 4. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yep.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Great line.
It's fine.
A little bit of panic there on the way down the sheet. But it stops to be short. Maybe just a little heavier than they had hoped.
Basically nose, eh?
Here we get to see the first run from 25-year-old Sam Mooibroek, an ice technician in Whitby.
Whoa, wait. Okay, I like it, Sam.
Sam's running one of his own straight back.
You got it, buddy.
If this team looks a little familiar to folks, you have absolutely seen them in the PointsBet Challenge and some of the Grand Slam Tier 2 events.
Attaboy.
Great shot. Straight back, Mooibroek lies 2. And Smith is kind of
Yeah, I'd say.
had their next shot dictated to them. The good news is this is exactly the same path he just threw.
Let's go, Greg.
Yeah. Well, I need 6 feet lighter. Second rock in this path.
I think
Like,
probably only four.
if this is, okay, 4. If this is like full 4, it's still something good. Even if full 8,
I
so
think that's good, yeah.
make
Gotta
it nice.
Make sure we're second and not bounce off, right?
Yeah.
So you just heard all the important material.
It's like the same to me.
Felt a hair more.
T.
Sweepers are thinking the
T
same.
back 4. T back 4. Back 4.
D back 4 is a little heavier than they were hoping.
Back 4.
Whoa!
Remember, this rock has got a cross center.
Just do it, just do it.
Whoa!
Just do it, just do it, just do it.
Fuck. Fuck, we should have been carving this.
A little colorful language there. I apologize for that.
Sorry, guys. Should have been carving it. Sorry.
So it's rolled open, but not all the way open. I'm
Heavy,
directly
but-
behind this sheet, and as you can see from your
Heavy.
display, you can see about half to 2/3 of this.
All right. You got it, Sammy.
Sorry.
No, I agree,
I
Sam.
said-
I like this. Nate should be able to hold it too if we need to.
Good confirmation from the front
I think
end
if
that
anything,
the
I confirmed it in
brushes
as well. It's,
are working today.
you got it. Hack!
Mooibroek with a good positive release. You saw the path that Smithstone took. Great weight.
Attaboy.
And holds the shooter for a score of 3. A little hit and roll from Greg Smith costs him 3 after one end. Team Mooibroek up 3-0.
We left it for him.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
After a nice soft weight hit by Sam
What
Mooibroek,
do you-
Team
what do
Mooibroek
you-
takes
what
a
do we- what
3-0
consensus are
lead
we
and
coming up to?
kind of continues
think
their
you can get
trend
two
of
either way.
putting big numbers on the scoreboard. Welcome back. This is draw number 10 of the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic Curling Event. Coming to you from the Halifax Curling Club at 948 South Bland.
You got it.
We're featuring Team Sam Mooibroek from Whitby, Ontario, playing Team Greg Smith from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland. Team Mooibroek opened with a big 3 in the first end. And throws first here,
We're not heavy.
Nathan Steele,
We're right where we need to be.
being asked to deliver a rock into the rings.
It's all good, Nate.
2.
Team Smith ignoring that centerline rock and putting up a corner guard. This is the 7th year of this men's event.
Gotta curl a bit.
The women's event was added in 2020. And so they are also
Gotta
having a women's
curl a little
event here.
because you need a path.
Although we have
'Cause I hear
4
more,
men's
hear
games
more.
on today. On sheet 1, we've got Team Fleming from Halifax being skipped this afternoon by James Grattan from New Brunswick. As Paul Fleming, the skip, is away, and they are playing Kendall
I
Thompson
guess the
from
same. This truck's
Halifax.
gonna run a little better.
Right next door to our game on sheet 3, Team Jung from Seoul, South Korea is playing Team Owen Purcell from Halifax. After one end over there, Team Jung has a 2-point lead, 2-0. And then way over on sheet 4, we've got Team Shu from St. John's playing Taylor Ideal.
Wow. He threw less on that too.
Back on our sheet,
I'm
great
a six,
corner
but
guard
too
made by
slow.
Team Smith.
Whatever you like.
And then a second rock delivered into the rings. Didn't seem to behave as much
Get
as
down to like that 8-foot line.
Sam Mooibroek had expected.
You almost need a 3.
Again, Carter Small, the lead for
Gotta
Team
go.
Smith, being asked to ignore the rocks
Gotta
in the
go.
rings and throw up a
You can
corner
leave it
guard
high,
in
but
hopes
you need
of
a 1.5
generating
at
a
least.
multiple
Keep going,
point
keep
score.
going. It's fine.
Remembering that we are using the 5-rock rule and no tick rule here. So the guards delivered
I wouldn't be saying that.
in front of the
if I were you.
rings. Or rocks on the center line cannot be removed until the 5th stone of the end has been delivered.
Good throws.
Mooibroek looking to take advantage of the situation he has built up by delivering a rock into the rings. Now into the rings rather than short, as the team with a 3-point lead and without the hammer would not like to give his opponent something to hide behind.
Room. Like it.
Great sweep to move that rock directly behind the rock that's on the forefoot. And it's not all bad news for Team Smith.
10.5 or 9. Okay.
That rock is high enough that he can potentially make the double and roll behind his corner guard.
Close. 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 Yep, yes! Yes! Yes, yes, yes!
Great
Good
try.
throw. Sorry.
Not quite underneath, just curled up a little bit at the end. And so Mooibroek will try to make that hit and replace the rock that was just removed. Scott Mitchell being asked to make the hit and roll to the center line. On the nose. So it doesn't get the roll back, but kind of takes away that corner guard.
Same weight, Zach.
Smith kind of two options to get there. Could try the draw, but has opted to ask Zach Young to make the hit and roll.
We could do this. You could also roll off of this. You get 2 decent outcomes. I can't hear anything. I can't hear a thing. You can hit the shot.
Got an update
roll,
from
or you
sheet
can hit
one.
that one.
The Fleming-Thompson game. Thompson takes 2 in the first end to take a 2-0 lead.
No, but this is good. Like, that's good. If you roll under and they miss the slash, you can think again.
So you want to roll off the middle?
Well, I don't care. Which one do you want to roll off is the question. Okay, well, let's go the high one so you're going to better roll.
I'm sure many of the curlers watching are familiar with that conversation. There are certainly some skips who know exactly what they want to do.
10-5 is still good.
I like the fact that Smith is willing to change the ice based on what the player wants to do, because ultimately it's the player that's got to make the shot.
Close. Close. Yep. Yes. Gotta go. Even to here. Okay. 11 on the nose. Yeah.
Again, a little more movement than they expected. Hit the rock a little bit thicker.
You got it, Ryan. You got it, Ryan. 10-5. You got it, buddy.
Ryan Weeb asked to throw the out-turn hit.
Hair light. 11.
Again, behind the sheet, it looks just fine. Lovely weight. That's one of the things that's striking watching some of the more elite teams play as opposed to recreational curlers, is that the weight that they choose for hits is much more controllable and always just enough to do the job.
Want to throw a 9?
Yeah.
Chris Ford, the third for Team Smith.
9.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl. 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 8-7.
A little bit more weight than they were looking for. So unable to keep the shooter in the rings.
8-7. 8-7.
Team Mooibroek. Third Ryan Weeb attempting to replace that guard. Great line. And so at this point, Team Smith has to begin to thinking about making sure they can score. Already down 3.
I think you throw a peel. You don't want to even risk nutting it. Play it high side.
All right, good peel.
The ask of Chris Ford is the double peel, running the guard back through.
Peel.
Whoa. Curl. Straight, straight, straight. Good. Good shot.
Real good.
Great shot.
Great throw. There
Nice throw.
Sam Mooibroek still lying 1, but things a lot nicer than they were 1 shot ago.
Ryan's ran good, eh? It wasn't slow at all. Yeah. Same speed as Jonathan Buttons. Okay. It's the same speed as Jonathan Buttons. And on this. Yeah, I ran.
Team Mooibroek has been fantastic at forcing their opponent to take points when they have the hammer this week.
Yeah.
And in fact, every single time they've been able to get their opponents to use their hammer and to not blank an end. So Mooibroek attempting to loop this around that short red guard.
Top post!
To lie 2.
Top post!
Force Greg Smith into either
12,
a tough
eight.
double.
Top 8! Top 4! Easy. It's okay. It's okay. Good shot. It's fine. It's a good shot.
Or some play on the
It's a great
shot
shot.
stone.
Same way you just threw, eh?
Looks like the call is the corner freeze. The opportunity is there to make this freeze and be shot.
So they got 15-1 on that. I'm up. Yeah, I got 14-9 as well. So I'm in the mind of giving it to you a little.
Same weight as last end's real good.
Line is everything. So if we can move it an inch or 2, We can set something up.
Let's go.
Big shot here. A really nice freeze is going to force
Up in the hair
Mooibroek
narrow.
into making something,
Hard line.
which Team Smith hasn't been able to do
Whoa,
yet.
fine, Quiet.
Top 8. Top 12. Top 12.
Sweeper suggesting this is just a little short.
Lost the line. Sorry, needed a bit more ice, but I thought it was a little soft. So, just had to throw it better.
It's not shot, but it's underneath that guard. You can pretty much guess what's coming next.
Yeah.
Is it Mooibroek is going to
Quarter of the other one and
get this lost?
I like that. Yep. Yep.
And force Greg Smith into a wider out turn to hit the forefoot.
Like you're basically going lighter to full 8 on this line is good.
Okay, you can take 6 feet off this through.
So Mooibroek coming around that corner,
You got it, Sam.
essentially blocking the ability of Greg Smith to run that back onto his own red to kill the yellow shot stone.
No, 3, 4. Wait, it's close. Top 12. Top 12. Top 12.
I'm liking the weight.
Okay. That ran a lot better. Yeah. You threw probably 4 or 5 feet less, and it glid that much better. Yeah. Like, I would understand if it was 2 feet faster. That was like 6, 7 feet faster. Still a great shot.
It's a great verb tense there.
Don't think so, but I didn't look.
It glid.
Yeah, just one.
Job accomplished for Team Mooibroek.
Way better. Yeah.
Forcing Greg Smith a little bit wider.
I guess
Almost the
Greg
draw
would
to the
have went down
button
that path
path.
as well, so isn't-
Needs to hit full 4.
On that, and then it just, first one we swept there, that one. It's going further on its own. Might get caught at being a little slower out here.
You just heard Tim Mooibroek mention that
Doesn't look
this
heavy.
is wider than we've been.
Should be light.
And that's really pulling over. So with that draw coming in just a little light, that's a steal of 1 for Team Mooibroek as they go up 4-0 after 2 ends here at the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic.
Enjoy fall to the fullest with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
Same idea. Yeah.
We are back. The Halifax Curling Club to the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic, presented by Steel Subaru and Neon Train. We're starting the 3rd end of our A pool draw 10 between Team Sam Mooibroek from the Whitby Curling Club in Whitby, Ontario, and Team Greg Smith from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland. After opening with a 3, Team Mooibroek stole one in the 2nd end to increase their lead to 4 in this 8-end contest. Mooibroek, as I said earlier, are kind of on a roll here. They're 2-0 in this 16-team qualifying round.
As soon as I put heavy
beating
clean on
Paul
Eric's
Fleming
back.
in their opening draw 7-6, and then Kendall Thompson from Halifax 10-1 in their second. Throwing the Redstones and having Hammer in our third end from St. John's, Newfoundland. Throwing lead is Carter Small for Team Greg Smith. Team Smith are 1-1 in their opening game. They lost 12-4 to Kendall Thompson and managed to right the ship with a 5-3 win over Paul Fleming.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier,
6 feet
Paul
off,
Fleming
yeah.
is away, his team being skippered by Jamie Grattan. This is Nathan Steele, a 23-year-old plumber with W. Mitchell & Sons, delivering lead stones for Team Mooibroek. And again, a pattern that we've become very familiar with over the last couple days. Team with a big lead will kind of fill up the house. Again, I'm right behind the sheet. Those two stones are wonderfully lined up, as you can see.
Felt like a 2. Felt like a 2.
Yeah.
Carter Small asked to throw up a second corner guard.
Yeah, go a little, go a little.
As Team Smith tries something a little different.
Take guard, top 12 is fine.
Team Mooibroek kind of in cruise control here. Team Smith having difficulty generating any kind of pressure. And again, here's a well-placed guard on those two stones, in or touching the 4-foot.
Whoa! Straight!
Hit making centered opened, but you can pretty much guess what's coming next. We'll replace that center guard. With the intern of Scott Mitchell. The volunteer support here at the Halifax Curling Club has been absolutely fantastic this week. From the members who gave up a week's worth of ice time,
Keep going!
to ice crews, to all the related support.
Shot. Try to hold it here.
Many of them come down to watch some of these games, and if you're at all interested and you're anywhere near the Halifax area, we are at 948 South Bland. Admission is free. And so as I say, there's a draw now. There'll be 2 more draws today at 4:30 and 8:15, and then 4 draws tomorrow before the semifinals and finals that take place on Sunday.
Well, yep. Yes! Yes, it's, oh, take that.
That's fine.
So an attempt to move some yellow stones. Leaving a rock out front, but killing one of the Mooibroek stones. Mooibroek cogitating.
That was my first thought. You can roll big too.
Team Smith with hammer here. Team Mooibroek looking to make their potential scoring shot harder.
Yeah, me too. You got it, Ryan.
Third, Ryan Weeb, a 24-year-old University of Manitoba student.
Board!
Asked for a board, hit and
Good
roll.
board!
A little less movement on that than they anticipated.
Did nothing on
Doesn't
that
quite
side?
move it out of the rings, but does roll to outcount it. At this point, with the center open, Craig Smith is looking to hide something around the corner guard. There are two red guards. Here, you can see them there. Just on the intern side for Chris Ford,
Where?
a 33-year-old processing plant technician with Vail,
Looks,
Back forward, back 8.
it looks like time.
just outside St. John's.
Yeah, you're back.
Sweepers are backed off this. Little big.
Okay. This is good too, though.
Not the outcome that Smith was looking for. Having a hard time getting anything going. And again, the result of that is that the shots that Team Mooibroek, in this case Ryan Weeb, face are much less challenging.
2/3. 3.
An update for you from sheet 1 in the Paul Fleming, Kendall Thompson match. Fleming managed a single in the second end, so after 2 ends, Kendall Thompson is still up 2-1.
All good. All good. Get it back.
On our sheet, it was a curious finish to that one. We've overcurled the shot stone by about half. As a result, Chris Ford can see
Dead freeze. He's just
a big chunk.
or side. I don't want to hit. You got to tap
Ford
it
is
back.
asking about the freeze, and Greg Smith is a little
He
worried
picks it
that
off,
they
then I
make
gotta
the
freeze
freeze, then Mooibroek guards.
I don't think you can freeze. You got to move it. You got to move it back. Back 8.
You got it. Just make the adjustment.
There you go. One of the advantages of having the live mics is you don't have to listen to me explain stuff.
Look at 3.
The hope here is to hit as much
What
of
is
that
it?
yellow one as
Three,
possible,
four.
and
Oh, you
at
got to
least
go. Line is good,
Right
though.
to it, Zach. 4.
bump that back,
Line's
at least
good.
behind the tee line.
Still straight.
Top 8.
Still straight.
Speed's getting good. Speed's good.
Okay, curl, curl, curl,
This is quite a bit lighter than they had hoped
curl.
for.
Good.
What Smith anticipated Mooibroek would do here is, with the freeze, is to just throw up a guard. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. Update from our Ardeel game on sheet 4. A single by Ardeel in the second end, and that game is tied up at 1-1.
We want to be like fully on the other side. Okay.
Like if you're just short of the center line, it's good.
Yeah.
Just in the sake of completeness, there is no score
Okay.
in the game between Team Jung and Team
Yeah,
Purcell.
speed's real nice.
So after 2 ends,
Yeah,
2
same.
blank ends, that game is tied at 0-0.
Same as last. Yeah.
Sam Mooibroek, from ice technician from Whitby, Ontario, delivering a guard with his first here in the third end. Leading 4-0 against Greg Smith from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland. This is a little deeper than they had hoped.
Okay.
So not the outcome that they were looking for.
Roll a hair left.
Well, I was thinking this.
It's going to kind of, as you can see, Smith telestrating with his broom,
If I
broomistrating.
can hit.
You just play it with like a back line.
This
or
might not
roll the
go
T-line.
far with the. Sorry, I just gotta get my broom.
I don't know what that can get you.
It might not go like super far, but
You can't stick around if you try to get rid of it. Like,
close. Yeah. 10-5.
So the hope is hitting a big chunk of that yellow
should
one.
Get out to here. Probably the G here. Yeah.
Drives the
Play,
red one
You know, pretty tight to the guard, I think.
almost straight back, not quite,
Yeah.
and kills the shot stone. The advantage is, imagine where that shooter's going to go. Is the shooter
10-5.
and the middle
Or do you
stone
wanna
in
go,
that
like, wait,
yellow-red sandwich are going to move in the same direction.
You're like a.
stick around with it.
You're like 11-5.
I just whatever way you got to
No,
stick
it
around.
doesn't look like enough to. Yeah. Little less. Same ice. 11-5.
So still the same idea of the shot, but once down in the hack, Smith
the
is
head, it
realizing
looks
that
like
you
max for
can
10-5,
see
but I think to
less
stick
of
around,
the
you
object
probably
stone than he
11-5.
thought they could.
So that should be fine. 11-5. Shooter roll over here. He might end up line 2, but be close at least.
Okay. Make it.
And Greg Smith echoes what we mentioned earlier, is that both the delivered stone
Yes, make it.
and the stone in the middle of that yellow sandwich are going to go toward the right side of your screen as you're looking at it.
Well done.
10-5.
Sweepers are suggesting it's a little more weight than they had iced for. Ooh, this has got to move. Oopsie. Yep, that exhale says it all, doesn't it?
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect.
He was like, "Oh, that's perfect." I just loved his reaction. He goes, "Oh, that's perfect."
Yep, it's 3 ends into that kind of day for Greg Smith. Now the good news for Team Smith is the rock that they pushed over, that center rock that was chipped over, is now mostly behind a corner guard and its second shot. So Sam Mooibroek can't afford to ignore it completely. But it is
Pretty much. Just get it out the 8-foot. Yeah.
a more challenging shot than he's had to make so far.
Yeah. What weight, Sam? Okay, I like hack.
So a hack weight hit through the hole. Sam Mooibroek up 4-0, throwing his last here in the third end of the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic against Team Greg Smith from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland. Mooibroek attempting a hit on second shot. well by the guard. Trying to get as much of that back one as possible.
Okay, that's fine.
Well struck. That's a house full of yellows. Mooibroek now lying 4. So Greg Smith facing 4, potentially 5 with his last one.
Kind of wait here, like 10-5 probably.
With
What do you
no
like?
easy way to the
10-5
button.
I think is easier because 12 you're probably rolling here.
Seems weird to think that there might be an easy way
10-5
ever
here?
to the button.
Okay.
Going pretty good.
But certainly here, this is going to take a hit and roll
I'll slide out the broom, okay?
of some skill. You heard him joke and say that I'll slide at the broom, okay?
10-5. Try to roll to the back of the button.
Big shot here.
Okay.
Facing 4, potentially 5, and already down by 4 in the third end. This is Greg Smith's last.
Let's make it.
Five, 10. 10.
Line looks pretty good from here.
Hard.
Oh, great try. Great shot. It's a little difficult to tell from the overhead.
Oh. Well.
I don't know. Kind of looks reddish to me.
Oh, I guess I didn't make it. It's close. Okay. Oh.
I feel like we're going to see a measure here.
It's us. It's us.
Either way, a fantastic effort by Greg Smith.
Yeah? Does it look
Throwing a hit and roll to a tiny chunk of the button against 5.
I thought he made it though. At first. I was surprised Ryan called us.
No part of that sounds good.
He had to throw more weight.
And now we're actually measuring to see who shot.
And not hit it.
And it looks like yellow was shot, so a valiant effort by Greg Smith.
Okay.
But Team Mooibroek manages to steal one to go up 5-0 after 3 ends
stuff, Greg.
here at the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic.
Shoot.
I thought he made it when it stopped.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
Welcome back to 948 South Bland Street, the Halifax Curling Club, home of the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic, brought to you by Steel Subaru. We're looking at an A-pool game between Team Greg Smith from the Remax Centre in St. John's, Newfoundland, and Team Sam Mooibroek from the Whitby Curling Club in Whitby, Ontario. If you've just joined us, well, where have you been? You've missed 3 ends already. If you've just joined us, it's been all Team Mooibroek so far. They picked up a 3 in the first end and then steals in 2 and 3, despite a fantastic attempt by Greg Smith with his last one facing 5. Team Smith lead, Carter Small, repeating a pattern we've seen in the last 2 ends. Throwing an in-turn corner guard.
Yeah, keep going.
In the second end, you recall, Team Smith placed their corner guards on either side, and in the last 2 ends, they've tried stacking them.
I want that. I want it to run like parallel to the center, like edge on edge with the center line on this side.
What is the sound by Bill when the rain is falling?
Team Mooibroek lead, Nathan Steele asked to bump back the stone just delivered. the sheets are full here this afternoon at the Halifax Curling Club, and admission is free, so please come down and see some of the best teams in the country playing in the Stu Cells 1824 Halifax Classic, sponsored by Steel Subaru and Neon Train. An update from sheet 1 in the Paul Fleming Kendall Thompson game. Steal of 1 in the third end brings Fleming even. So after 3 ends, the score is 2-2 there. Team Mooibroek a little bit light on that bump back of their original guard. So 2 stagger guards at the top 8, and Team Smith adds a second corner guard. Again with a 5-point lead, Team Mooibroek will continue to pile rocks into the rings.
Make it sweet.
You can do what he wants.
This one getting to the line.
Do you want to go all the way back here for
A
one?
little bit shorter. And so the reason that the concern about the shortness is exactly what you're seeing here, is that Team Smith is going to use that as a guard. At this point, just trying to create an opportunity for more than one.
Holy shit.
A little wider path.
Whoa. Whoa.
Coming down.
Gotta curl.
T. Back 4.
Gotta curl a mile. Gotta curl. Gotta curl. Right here. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Lovely weight. Just a little bit flared on the release.
Like really wide.
Now the difficulty for Team Smith is that that rock is quite accessible. And so Team Mooibroek looking to take advantage of that with Scott Mitchell.
Whoa. Oh.
Just a lovely little flip underneath. Again, fantastic hit weight.
We got a hit down 5.
Team Mooibroek lying 3.
Close to nose you can, probably.
An update from our other sheets.
Do you
Over on
wanna
sheet
throw away or
4
no?
in the Taylor Ardeel game. Ardeel steals one in 3 to go up 2-1.
We got to score. We try to tap these back. It makes sense, but they're all going to be above the tee. 10-5 on the nose.
Let's go, Zach. Yeah.
No.
Again, you're beginning to hear some of the frustration in Greg
Go
Smith's
12.
voice.
12.
They've really been unable to mount any kind of sustained attack.
$11.5. Go big. Left 5.
Curl. Straight. Yeah, go. Plays.
Good.
So rolls that under cover-ish. Again, with a 5-point lead, Mooibroek has the luxury
You got it, Ryan.
of not having to worry too much about stones in the house. Opting instead to get rid of some of those guards. A lot of granite moving here. Again, not an ideal outcome moving the guard of Mooibroek's, but again, with a 5-point lead, any of those stones out front aren't really helping him all that much.
Just way in the back 8.
Now Greg Smith forced to use stones
But you
in
still
the
want
house
second shot.
for cover. Right next door to us in the Jean Purcell game, clearly I missed some posted points.
Okay, just
Jean
pull
scored
back
2
in.
in the first end, and we've had 2 blank
Back
ends
in.
since then. So
Gotta
playing the
curl,
4th
Lyle.
end. Jean is up
Gotta
2-0.
Gotta go. If you need to go for weight, both of you.
Yeah, let's go.
All the way. So I'm giving way too much ice for you. It's my bad.
So that one, an apology from the skip, recognizing that the weight was actually pretty good. Just perhaps a target a little bit too wide on that one.
What weight?
Again, despite the great weight, as you can see on your screen, that stone is wide open and is about 9 seconds from being gone.
I kicked this, Greg. I kicked it this way. I moved it this way, so it's got to go that way.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I think it means literally nothing to me. That's fine. That's fair.
One of the great things about this game is that the players self-police,
Try to roll
as you
behind
just
you.
saw. So the Mooibroek front end
Probably to
fessed
here.
up to rubbing a stone.
12 is fine.
The non-offending team, in this case Greg Smith, has an option of replacing that stone, but you hear him say down 5-0 after 3 ends. Movement of 1 inch one way or the other made no difference to him whatsoever.
Yeah,
Chris Ford,
close,
3rd for Team Greg Smith.
close. Yep.
Attempting to hit and roll under
Yep.
guards in the house.
Yep. Whoa. I got it. Shot, well done.
Great work. Team Smith with a shot
Shot,
rocket,
Chris.
back of the 4. Just over buried. The good news for Sam Mooibroek is that both of those rocks up top are his own.
Sam, roll. Yeah.
I'm a little surprised they're
Like, I don't care for the draw.
considering the freeze, being up 5 points.
Yeah, you'd have that one if you staggered it, but yeah. Okay, let's play for the roll big. Yeah, that's the best, but the tolerance is rolling over here, right? Sure, I like it. Yeah.
Opting here
Gonna
to
curl here.
eliminate the other red stone in the house. Again,
Yeah, no, I
Mooibroek
think
with a
that's it.
5-point lead is
Yeah,
not
it's not
particularly
too cute.
concerned about the single rock at the back of the 4-foot. Not too concerned with giving up a 2 in the 4th end.
Sam?
Being up by 5 points, but certainly doesn't want to give up a 3, and really the only way to do that now is to leave that second red stone in the rings. So with his first of the fourth end, here's Sam
Solid
Mooibroek.
board.
Board, just board. Solid board. Solid board, yep.
Okay.
Not the role they'd hoped for, but job done. The red one is
Can't take
Giovanni.
everything away. Do I play this with hack? Or do I?
Hack ready edges. Bump it to there. No,
What if-
No, never mind. That's just.
Yeah, I know. it might not be. I mean, if I get here, they both fly, right? Like, he just got to make the hole on the high side. What if I try to draw here?
Line it up.
Like,
Take it both walls.
Right.
I kind of
probably
like,
it, isn't
There,
it?
Rock,
certainly
there.
like that one.
It's gonna be hard to play anything up.
It's probably the call.
That is the hardest of the options, but I think it's the one that leaves Greg
Do you like-
Smith
do
with
you like
the
that?
best chance
Try to guess.
for a multiple point score.
I mean, it's a gimme through the hole. This is probably not as bad if you're. It's hard to do it though. I don't know what else you do. I don't think you can hit. You can hit. Okay, let's give it a go. It's probably there.
Here's wider and draw to the pin.
14-5, 14-4.
Just checking on the way, we have not been out this wide.
Like that?
Okay. Just trying to like freeze that one. There, the red.
And so
14.5,
if
yeah.
Smith can get this
So freeze is perfect.
through those two
Don't
yellow
attack it
uprights,
much.
top 8, top
Too
12,
great.
and just over curl that one,
Lines.
top 4,
Yeah,
enough to lie
well, you gotta
too.
get through this port.
That'd be a spectacular outcome.
Okay.
Let's make this good. We'll give you a good read.
Yeah.
You can be pretty sure you're then going to see that top 8-foot yellow one coming back at about 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Pretty big ad.
Which should leave Smith the option for his draw.
Hard line!
Back house, back house.
Sweepers are saying this is a little heavy now, going concerned about line. We're well by the top line. This line is fantastic. Just a
not bad.
great shot. Really tight. It's not. I don't think they made it in for second shot. What a fantastic effort by Greg Smith. The fact that they managed to move that yellow one even a bit means that that screamer through the hole may be there. That double takeout through the hole.
Not really. If you skin it, you're hitting 2/3.
And so again, at least this end for the first time, we've seen Team Smith be able to mount some pressure and give Sam Mooibroek and the team from Whitby, Ontario something to think about. Last draw for Sam Mooibroek here in the fourth end. Just a little thin. But really, from the point of view of Team Mooibroek, job done. One of the red ones gone.
It's all good.
But also a bit of a win for Team Smith, as they have been struggling for the first three ends to try and get something
Sammy.
going.
Throw the rock.
And so here with a
No.
great hit and roll,
Just throw the rock. But still,
they've left themselves the opportunity for a 2. So
yeah,
full
a piece
4
of
for
paper
2.
between- Yeah. And you could barely, like, I don't even know if a piece of paper goes between 2 rocks. Yeah, like, I barely missed it.
I figured we made it when I hit it.
I thought you were going to wick it enough so it were shot.
I wasn't worried when we made contact.
With his last rock of the 4th end, Greg Smith draws to lie 2. Needs full 4. Sweepers are on off. That's a good sign.
Yeah, he's good.
Well done. 2 red. Greg Smith picks up 2 here in the 4th end. Team Mooibroek still leads after 4, 5.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
Welcome back to the second half of our Stu Cells 1824 Halifax Classic A-Pool curling game between Team Greg Smith from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland, and Team Sam Mooibroek from the Whitby Curling Club in Whitby, Ontario. Up until the last 2 rocks of the 4th end, this had been all Team Mooibroek. But Greg Smith, not going down without a fight, managed to salvage a 2 in that last end, and now trails 5-2. Lead for Team Smith. Carter Small asked to begin the offensive by sticking up a centerline guard. Well done. We are using the no-tick rule, so rocks that are in contact with the center line cannot be moved off the center line until the delivery of the 6th stone of the end. Team Mooibroek lead, Nathan Steele, asked to come around that guard and go to top 4. The presenting sponsors of our event are Steel Subaru in the men's event and Neon Train in the women's event. Partner sponsors, the Curling Store, Crombie Wrights, Scotia Square, the Murphy Hospitality Group, and the PEI Brewing Company. And our supporting sponsors, Stanhope Simpson Insurance and Stu Cells Realty. We are here at 948 South Bland Street in the south end of Halifax, just off English Street. Admission is free, and there are 3 more draws this afternoon. Sorry, lying to you. 2 more draws this afternoon, one at 4:30 and one at 8:15. Entertainment tonight. And lots of fine East Coast hospitality available in addition to all the great curling. Team Mooibroek at 2-0 in their pool play. Team Smith splitting their first 2 games.
Top 8 right now. Top 8. Top 8.
Great late finish on this sheet. So Team Mooibroek lying 2, well buried.
Good T-line, Zach.
At this point, despite not having hammer, Team Smith kind of has to be on the offensive all the time.
Go. Be methodical.
4 ends is not a long time to make up a 3-point deficit. Well, again, all of you listening know that curling is a crazy game. It can happen in 1 end.
Back 8. Back 8.
Girl!
A little bit more weight
It's in
than they
vain.
had
It's in
hoped
vain.
for.
Rock.
Yep, just a little big. And so doesn't catch the curl. Bit of a scoreboard call here from Team Mooibroek. Get rid of that center guard. Made there successfully by Scott Mitchell. This is Zach Young. 30-year-old Zach Young, account manager with Heyorka.
Top 8, top 4.
Yep.
Do it.
Oh,
Little bump.
curl. Gotta go, Carter, gotta go. Gotta go.
Has to lock one on. Again, a little bit of extra weight making all the difference in the finish of the stones there. Mooibroek second, Scott Mitchell.
Curl.
Attempting to slash red ones across. Removed one.
I think nose. 10-5.
Because those rocks are lined up one on the other, you saw touching his nose, the hope of Greg Smith is that Chris Ford, in hitting this top yellow on the nose, himself stays right on it.
10-5.
Effectively freezing his stone to the
10-5.
yellow Mooibroek rock in the house, but eliminating one in behind.
Good.
Yeah, like that. Nice work.
Oh, okay. I like this too then. You got it, Ryan. Trying to hit like half.
Ryan Weeb, 24-year-old University of Manitoba student. Attempting to unlock that situation on the middle of the forefoot. And make it so the Red Smith rock is accessible.
Right here. You can also go here.
Yeah, I think light's fine here, right? So.
I think I'm in mind of this.
Make this good. We got to air on the side of the light here, Zach. Let's go.
Greg Smith not shot right now, but with a rock in not a bad spot. Trying to provide a little extra
Just
protection
top
for that
12.
redstone top 4.
Top 12.
Hurt.
3.
Curl.
Desperately trying to get that rock to finish at this point.
Okay, Chris.
Close, but that red one is probably still accessible, and certainly accessible by smashing back the guard. Again, this is the advantage of a 3-point lead.
They all are. Like,
This lets Ryan Weeb. Oh, and just by.
I think try the freeze again, hey?
One of the first misses we've really seen. Large from Team Mooibroek. As you can see, looking at the overhead shot there, if Greg Smith can protect the intern side of that red stone, that is the right to left angle as you are looking at the overhead, he'll have an opportunity to move that yellow one at another date, but it makes his red one very difficult to get away. There's Skip Greg Smith from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland, with his first here in the 5th end. Trailing 5-2, but seemingly with a new sense of purpose, as all of the team, after that, they worked for that 2 in the 4th end. Seems to be back in this one. That looks pretty good. We don't want to mess this situation up too much. That's actually pretty good. As you can see, folks, if we smash the red one, top 4, into the red one, top button, it's going to go almost straight sideways into that yellow one, just on the tee line. But again, with a 3-point lead, Mooibroek is anxious to get rid of one of them.
Sweep it.
Mooibroek with his first here in the 5th end with hammer. Great work. I wasn't sure you could do that. Fantastic shot.
That was a great shot.
That was a little crafty.
Mooibroek line 2. An update from the game next door. Kim Jung from South Korea has stolen one in the 4th end to go up 3-0 against Owen Purcell.
I haven't seen you do that in a long time, I don't think. Normally it's a...
If I did that, we would have hit this.
It'll be a little deflating for Team Smith as they look like they had something building here.
Unless you wanted to freeze it.
Smith trying the double. Looks like he's going to hit an awful lot of the first one. Nose hit. Leaves the open hit for Sam Mooibroek for 2 here in the 5th end. Over on sheet 4, Taylor Ardeel and Shu have blanked the 4th end. Ardeel continues to lead 2-1. And in our 4th game, Team Fleming and Team Thompson remain tied at 2 at the end of the 5th end. With his last here in the 5th end, Sam Mooibroek looking to remove Greg Smith's stone and score 2. No panic anywhere. Great hit. 2 yellow. At the end of 5 ends, Sam Mooibroek is up 7-2 over Greg Smith here at the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive, Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
Big thanks to the presenting sponsors of the Stu Sales 1824 Halifax Classic, Steel Subaru. And in the 4th annual women's event, Neon Train. And our partner sponsors, the Curling Store, Crombie Wright, Scotia Square, the Murphy Hospitality Group, and the PEI Brewing Company. Our supporting sponsors are Stanhope Simpson Insurance and Stu Sells Realty. We are here in the 6th end of an A-pool game between Team Greg Smith from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland, and Team Sam Mooibroek from the Whitby Curling Club in Whitby, Ontario. And with that 2 in the 5th end, Mooibroek opens up a 5-point lead with 3 ends to go. And yeah, if you're thinking that is a lot, it is a lot. And a pattern that we've seen Mooibroek doing a lot. That first rock is delivered straight into the 4-foot.
Line's great for a 3. Let it work, let it work.
Team Smith, as they did in the 4th end, opting for the double corner guards.
Good job,
Actually, I
Carter.
shouldn't
Well
say
done.
that. I don't know that for certain,
Nice
but
shooting, Sam.
it certainly looks like that's the way they're going.
Wise call. He's doing a bit of mixed doubles here.
Remember, with those rocks in the free guard zone, that is, rocks in between the top of the rings and the hog line, they cannot be removed from play until the delivery of the 6th stone to the end, but they can be moved around. And so, as you heard Greg Smith reference, this is a common play in
Real hard.
mixed doubles curling, and that is to advance those rocks into the rings. Smith trying desperately to get that out of play. Nope. Well done.
Dirty.
So replacing the red corner guard with a yellow corner guard, though admittedly a little wider. Team Smith lead, Carter Small will attempt to replace,
Are we
or
here?
at least to place a second corner guard.
Running like you're like a 4.
Okay.
And now the rock previously known as corner guard can be removed.
Yep.
And away it goes. Nathan Steele removing that.
All right, let's go. Oops, in a good spot. Zach.
Update from our Sheet 4 game. Team Shu has scored one in the 5th end to even it up. 2-2
You're going to be here.
with Team Taylor Ardeal.
1.
This is fine.
Just your broom.
Again, Team Smith unconcerned
Not much of a.
with the yellow rock on the 4-foot as they try to build a wall to hide something behind in hopes of generating
one prior.
a multiple point score.
I knew right away we'd overcurl this one. Yeah.
Team Mooibroek just in smash mode. busting up red things. And away they go. Team Smith opting to go around that corner situation. You've seen all afternoon, there's a fair amount of movement here. That corner guard is high enough that it's kind of invisible. But Team Smith's second, Ryan Young, 30-year-old account manager,
Gotta be in.
attempting to hide one.
3.
Line's good. Gotta be in.
Oh, fuck.
Or at least splittable. Yep.
Here
Keep
Greg
going
Smith
the
say he
whole
would
way.
love this to be
Whole
in.
way, whole way, whole way.
If not in, at least close enough
Fine.
We also have to call it a 3.
Oh, I thought I was calling in.
that they can bump it in.
Truly doesn't. I could have called. I like it. I like it.
Again, Team Mooibroek, as we've seen, in smash mode, just getting rid of red things. Mission accomplished. With his first of the sixth end.
You got it, Chris.
This is 33-year-old Chris Ford from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland.
We're quiet.
It's a little narrow.
You gotta go.
What's the weight?
Yeah, just top 12.
What's the weight?
Top 12. Top 8. T.
Yep.
T.
Line's great. Line's good.
Eli.
Carter, go. Go. That's fine.
Just T. Just T.
That's fine.
Good, Chris.
Great work. Again, Team Mooibroek here not too concerned with giving up a 2. Again, with a 5-point lead, they're just continuing to eliminate red stones. And they got both of them. Still leaving overlap corner guards, but certainly way off.
Same weight's real good, Chris.
Greg Smith at this point just looking for something to hide behind.
Same throw. What's the hair better? T1.
Chris Ford asked to hide one.
T.
Always Carter.
T.
Like, what does that mean?
Stay close. T. T. T.
Curl. Curl.
Let's go, Zach.
You got to curl.
We're back.
It doesn't matter. You got to get fully buried. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going the whole way. He's not going to freeze to it. I doubt.
Had to be in.
Oh, fuck.
So the camaraderie between these elite teams is quite great.
I think it's like double team.
These guys do see each other fairly frequently.
Out of the draw.
You can see that rock did manage to get under cover. There's a tiny piece available as Sam Mooibroek goes down to deliver his first of the sixth
Yeah,
end.
you could have hit the guard roll in. Yeah. Okay, so we're going for like a high 13.
So they would love to eliminate that back red one, but as you heard,
No, that was-
throwing the kind of weight whereas if it makes contact with those high guards, he'll be able to roll his shooter toward the center line.
That's all there. Hair heavy.
Mitchell working hard on this to keep it off the guard, and now Steele carving it in. Great weight. That shot gets made with weight. Not only did he eliminate the red stone, but he managed to keep his shooter. Just fantastic. Well done.
Light hack. Yeah.
Probably it, hey?
Again, Smith desperately trying to generate a multiple point score here as we're running out of ends, running out of runway.
Like 14-5.
So the call here is to hide
Right, you got
behind
it.
that rock
Back as
just
you
on the
can.
tee line
So here.
Okay.
to try to entice Mooibroek into running it back and missing, and then perhaps an open hit for two.
Good. Like, I think 14-4 is probably what I was thinking. 14-4, 14-5.
With his first of the sixth end here at the Stu Sales 1824 Halifax Classic, this is Greg Smith from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland.
Back 8. Back 12. Back 12. Keep broom down. Broom down. Keep coming off. It's back 8. Just let it die.
Just a great shot. I can't tell from where I'm sitting, but based on the reactions of the players, that may be there for second shot.
Did we get it? It's a good try.
I echo that. Was a great try. Greg Smith himself has actually been very impressive this afternoon. But as a unit, Team Smith has been quite handily outcurled by Team Mooibroek.
Their first take was just gross. In a good way for them and a bad way for us. Great shot.
I'm not sure whether or not that was second shot was going to change Mooibroek's opinion of what was going to come next.
Are we allowed to drink now today? Are we allowed to have one? If
Smith with a hammer here in the sixth end,
might
looking
have
for
one.
some way to score a multiple point, and has done
I
at this
think I might
point
have one.
all that he can do,
Everyone that's 2-1.
hoping that this raised takeout attempt by Sam
No, I
Mooibroek
know. So there-
somehow misses its target.
If Broughton wins over next door, then the whole pool is 1 and 2, other than Sam.
So what you're overhearing here is Greg Smith looking next door to see the game between Jimmy Grattan, Paul Fleming's team, and Kendall Thompson. Because if Grattan can win that, all of the pool would be at 1 and 2.
Okay.
Sorry, I certainly misspoke there, thinking
Yeah,
that
there's I don't
Mooibroek
see
was going to
anything
run
for
that straight
2.
back.
There's a nose hit for 1.
Obviously, Mooibroek are convinced
Let's just
that
throw that
they
12.
were second shot, and so they drew to lie 3. And as you heard just
Okay.
Greg Smith dejectedly say that there's
On the
no shot for 2 here. So nose hit, open hit for 1.
12.
Going to 12.
Yeah.
You got it.
Sunday.
Let's go, Greg. You got it.
And while it's not the outcome that they had hoped for,
11.
still needs a little bit of focus here,
11-5.
as it is against 3.
Hard. Clean.
Cleaning it in. Nose hit, 1 red. And at the end of 6, it's Team Mooibroek 7, Team Greg Smith 3.
Yeah. Good luck.
Enjoy fall to the fullest with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
I said I should have waited to see if they were going to shake hands.
Oh, perfect.
We're back here, and while we were away, Team Greg Smith realized that 7-3 with 2 ends to go is a bit too much of a mountain to climb. And so here at the Stu Sales 1824 Halifax Classic, they've conceded to Team Sam Mooibroek. Our final score, Team Mooibroek 7, Team Smith 3. I'd like to thank our presenting sponsors, Steel Subaru for the men's event, and Neon Train with our partner sponsors, the Curling Store, Clomby Wright, Scotia Square, the Murphy Hospitality Group, and the PEI Brewing Company. And our supporting sponsors, Stanhope Simpson Insurance and Stu Sells Reality. This takes Sam Mooibroek to 3-0 in their pool, undefeated, and looking to see what comes next. Leaves Team Greg Smith with 1 win and 2 losses, looking at the game next door. Now hoping for Team James Grattan. Thank you for spending your afternoon, at least part of your afternoon, with me. My name is Mike Nichols. We've got curling here all afternoon and into the weekend at the Halifax Curling Club here on South Bland Street. Admission is free at 948 South Bland, so please come down, enjoy some cool beverages, some warm hospitality, and some hot curling.
We thought maybe.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you again.
Nothing is as exquisite as the enchanting crimson and golden tapestry of fall. When revving your Subaru with symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Fall for Subaru at your local Subaru dealer today.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stu Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.